One of our most powerful media tycoons and benefactors, Oprah Winfrey, has amassed a fortune via her chat program on the same name, The Oprah Winfrey Show. And she also dabbles in acting, publishing, and network ownership. But there have been some conflicts along the way to her international prominence. Her support of Barack Obama in 2008 and other high-profile campaigns brought her acclaim and criticism for her political clout. Her book club selection procedure has also sometimes drawn criticism, especially when it includes novels that were subsequently shown to contain fabrications. Notwithstanding these difficulties, Oprah's tenacity and contributions to charity, journalism, and culture continue to cement her legacy, while her scandals underscore the challenges of exercising such vast cultural power. The Oprah Winfrey Show. One of history's most recognizable and significant television shows is The Oprah Winfrey Show, which ran from 1986 until 2011. The program, which media tycoon and philanthropist Oprah Winfrey hosted, revolutionized daytime discussion television and impacted media and society worldwide. During its 25-year existence, it developed into a forum for in-depth discussions that shaped public opinion, advanced literacy, and tackled urgent social concerns. The program was notable from the start for its exceptional ability to combine entertainment with content. The Oprah Winfrey Show often addressed serious topics, including racism, sexual assault, mental health, and domestic violence, in contrast to many daytime talk programs that emphasized sensationalism. Winfrey was able to interact with guests and listeners on a very intimate level because of her sympathetic and approachable manner. One of the show's distinguishing features was her ability to relate to viewers from various backgrounds. To empower an individual. The program's dedication to personal empowerment was among its most noteworthy features. Through shows centered on spiritual awakening, personal development, and self-improvement, Oprah inspired audiences to take charge of their lives and embrace their potential. Memorable parts like Oprah's book club, a literary sensation, furthered this goal. By promoting books, Winfrey rekindled a passion for reading nationwide and helped catapult several writers to bestseller status. One of her lasting legacies is her book club. Philanthropy and advocacy. The Oprah Winfrey Show used its platform for activism and charity as well. Apart from drawing attention to social issues, Oprah often utilized her platform to encourage charity donations. Episodes such as the well-known "You Get a Car" demonstrated her kindness and emphasized a more profound dedication to improving lives. The program strengthened its image as more than simply entertainment by coordinating resources to fund disaster relief, education, and other vital causes via programs like Oprah's Angel Network. The program did not, however, come without controversy. Some programs, especially those with pseudo-scientific themes or unsubstantiated claims, were criticized for spreading false information. Her support of people like Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz, who were criticized for their medical advice, generated discussions over the duty of media personalities to ensure factual accuracy. Furthermore, several episodes' intense emotional content sparked claims of taking advantage of weaker visitors to boost ratings. Notwithstanding these objections, Winfrey's greater influence and desire to promote constructive change mostly outweighed those incidents. Adapt and evolve. The program was also notable for its flexibility and development. The show's reach and aspirations grew from in-depth interviews with regular people to groundbreaking conversations with world leaders like Michael Jackson, Barack Obama, and Nelson Mandela. These interviews often acted as cultural touchstones, impacting society's attitudes and public discussion. The legacy of The Oprah Winfrey Show is complex. It transformed the talk show genre and proved that television could be entertaining and influential. It highlighted essential concerns, provided a voice to the voiceless, and motivated millions to work toward better lives. Oprah Winfrey became a symbol of empowerment by breaking down boundaries as an African-American woman in the media and establishing a benchmark for sincerity and empathy in storytelling. The show's impact on television and culture endures even years after its last episode, solidifying its status as a significant accomplishment in media history. The spreading rumor. Sometimes when you attain popularity at the same height as Oprah Winfrey, you attract unwanted attention, and Oprah Winfrey is no exception. Rumor has it that our beloved host, known for her philanthropic activities, does not participate out of the goodness in her heart, but for mutual benefits or something much bigger than what meets the eye. We aren't claiming anything, but it's up to you to decide. Let's dive in and see what these celebrities have and what's true about Oprah Winfrey. An influential figure. American talk show host, media magnate, actress, and philanthropist Oprah Winfrey is one of the most influential individuals in the world today. Oprah's rise to fame began with her 25-year-long show, Oprah Winfrey, which became the highest-rated talk show in American television history. She conquered several challenges despite being born into poverty. Famous for her candid and understanding interview style, Oprah created a forum that gave a voice to many people. Oprah has an impact on celebrity interviews in addition to social issues. But outside of her work as a broadcaster, Oprah Winfrey has a bad image. Some celebrities have revealed shocking details that might change your opinion of Oprah as a happy, kind woman. Join us as we examine this new information and discover Oprah Winfrey's true self. Birth and early life. In the little Mississippi town of Kosciuszko, Oprah Winfrey was born on January 29, 1954, to Vernita Lee and Vernon Winfrey. The initial challenges and hardships in her early childhood were the separation of her parents and her mother's struggles as a single young mother. Oprah spent her early years living with her grandmother, Hattie Mae, and was raised in rural poverty. She learned to read before the age of 3 thanks to her grandmother's significant role in her education. Oprah's early years weren't ideal, despite the love and care from her grandma. When Oprah moved to Milwaukee to live with her mother when she was 6, her life turned negative. Her subsequent resilience and resolve were significantly impacted by the abuse and neglect she endured during this time. Despite these early failures, Oprah's talent and charisma came to the fore, opening the door for her later successes. Starting her career. Despite her early life challenges, Oprah Winfrey's perseverance and academic ability distinguished her from her peers. Her exceptional oratory skills earned her a scholarship to Tennessee State University, where she studied communications. She established the foundation for an inventive career there after discovering her destiny in radio. When Oprah began her career in local news, she became the first African-American woman news anchor in Nashville. Her natural charisma and relatability immediately made her stand out on the field. Her transition to television talk show. Oprah's transition to talk shows on television in 1984 was a significant turning point in her career. She relocated to Chicago to host AM Chicago, a morning talk show that failed but gained enormous popularity under her leadership. After branding as the Oprah Winfrey Show, it gained notoriety for its in-depth interviews, audience engagement, and focus on pressing social issues. Oprah's ability to relate to her audience and her compassionate manner helped her become a well-known cultural impact. Her rise from a challenging childhood to become one of the most influential media figures perfectly illustrates the transforming power of perseverance and determination. Controversial moment between Oprah Winfrey and Monique. The tight bond between Oprah Winfrey and Monique stems from a very intimate and controversial incident. Oscar-winning comedian and actress Monique has publicly reprimanded Oprah for hosting a talk show piece that included her estranged brother, Gerald Imes, and other family members. Given that Gerald had previously admitted to abusing her as a child, leaving her with permanent scars, Monique felt sensitive to this decision. According to Monique, Oprah's decision to make her family public looked like a betrayal since there'd never been any prior discussion or permission for such a sensitive subject. Given that the episode aired just after her historic Oscar win for Precious, Monique says the timing was incredibly upsetting. Their already tense relationship was further exacerbated when Monique accused Oprah of neglecting her feelings and abusing her family's story for ratings. Had not informed beforehand. Monique's private attempts to address the issue and her public calls for responsibility have received no response from Oprah. Monique has referred to Oprah's general apologies during a face-to-face interaction as dishonest. This disagreement remains a pivotal moment in their relationship, highlighting the challenges of navigating public and private boundaries in the entertainment industry. According to Monique, Oprah failed to tell her that her father and brother would be featured on the show. Because she had a strained connection with her family and opposed such a public broadcast of private information, Monique was highly unhappy with the decision. Monique thought Oprah was just interested in using her mother for views and ratings rather than expressing genuine concern or engaging in a dialogue about the abuse. Her actions brought back emotional trauma and betrayal. Monique claims that if she had been contacted or asked to join him, she would have turned down the idea since it brought to light the betrayal and the deeply rooted emotional pain. Years later, she questioned Oprah, questioning her decisions and intentions. Oprah's cliched apology, "If I've done anything to offend you, I apologize," was insufficient, according to Monique. The incident is often seen as a pivotal moment in Monique's career. Her allegations of being blackballed in Hollywood and growing her connections with influential people in the industry have been outrageous. Struggling with her weight condition. When it comes to weight loss, Oprah Winfrey has been under fire for years for including the use of weight loss pills in her daily routine. She's been under public scrutiny, which is not indicative of her ongoing struggles with body image and weight. Because she was candid about her ongoing battle with weight, Oprah Winfrey has been a role model and a prominent voice in the debate over diets, health, and self-image for decades. Her challenges and weight loss journey have always been a part of her public character. Oprah has publicly discussed her experiences with weight reduction programs, including her partnership with Weight Watchers and her adoption of various lifestyle strategies. Millions of people were moved by her openness and found inspiration and comfort in her narrative. Oprah's activism has gone beyond her pursuits. She often draws attention to the emotional toll of weight-related issues and the social constraints associated with body image. Her story has come to represent tenacity and the difficulty of preserving one's health and self-acceptance in a society that's fixated on looks. She, therefore, keeps influencing wellness discussions worldwide and redefining what it means to live a healthy, contented life. The criticized partnership. Oprah's 2015 investment in Weight Watchers, which made her a stakeholder and spokeswoman, was one primary source of disagreement. Her collaboration changed the game for the business by generating substantial financial advantages and rekindling enthusiasm for its weight loss initiative. Oprah's endorsement was compelling since her brand, based on self-empowerment and honesty, matched the company's philosophy. Her participation was not without controversy, however. Critics expressed worries about possible conflicts of interest, arguing that her combined roles as a promoter and investor made it challenging to distinguish between business promotion and personal advocacy. This dichotomy brought up moral concerns about how public leaders use their power, especially regarding choices about public health. Some said that because of her enormous cultural impact, she would excessively influence those who are battling with weight problems by promoting Weight Watchers. Others saw her investment as a wise business decision, demonstrating the connection between social responsibility and enterprise. Her engagement unquestionably changed Weight Watchers, updating its image and broadening its reach despite the controversy. In the end, Oprah's affiliation with the company generated crucial discussions on the function of celebrity endorsements, openness, and the obligations of influential individuals in influencing health-related disclosures. The cultural narrative. Furthermore, many people have questioned the larger cultural narrative that her support would support. Critics contend that Oprah's affiliation with weight loss initiatives such as Weight Watchers might undermine the burgeoning trend toward body positivity and self-acceptance by sustaining social pressures to meet unattainable body ideals. The critique is especially pertinent given Oprah's longtime position as an advocate for honesty, self-love, and empowerment. Although her public weight and fitness journey has often been presented as a personal development story, others argue that her support of weight reduction goods might convey conflicting signals. By joining a program that promotes weight loss, she can unwittingly support the idea that pleasure and health are linked to reaching a specific body size. Many people respect her openness about her difficulties, while others advocate for a more balanced strategy that prioritizes mental health, self-compassion, and general well-being above weight reduction. Against all odds. Despite the criticism, Oprah has always stressed the value of health and fitness above appearances. Instead of framing her endeavors as pursuing perfection or social acceptance, she's presented them as a lifetime path towards balance, self-care, and personal satisfaction. Her message has often challenged constrictive notions of success and beauty by emphasizing actual well-being, which includes both physical and mental well-being. Oprah's candidness about her battles with weight and self-image has struck a chord with millions, even though critics have closely examined her endorsements and their possible ramifications. She's created a feeling of relatability and connection by sharing her experiences and inspiring others to put their health first in genuine ways. Her decisions have drawn criticism, emphasizing how difficult it can be to manage public influence, especially for celebrities like Oprah. Her openness, however, keeps igniting meaningful discussions about self-image, health, and the changing standards of beauty and body acceptance in society. By doing this, she has emerged as a major player in more extensive cultural discussions around how people define and seek well-being, highlighting the importance of self-acceptance and empowerment as essential elements of a happy existence. Obesity is a medical condition, not a character flaw. When Oprah Winfrey recently revealed that she takes prescription weight loss medication as part of her health and wellness routine, the world took note. In 2024, when Oprah publicly addressed the topic, she said that Ozempic, a drug often recommended for diabetes and weight control, had been crucial in her weight loss of more than 40 pounds. She defended her decision by highlighting the need to dispel long-standing stigmas associated with obesity, which generated a lot of discussion. Oprah emphasized that obesity is not only a consequence of a lack of willpower or personal weakness, but rather a complicated medical issue caused by biology, genetics, and environmental factors. Oprah wanted to promote a more humane, scientific understanding of obesity and mainstream the use of medical therapies for weight control by sharing her experience. She admitted that drugs like Ozempic may be essential in enhancing health outcomes for those who are suffering from their weight, even if they're not a solution for everyone. Both acclaim and condemnation were directed at the disclosure. While some questioned the ethics and accessibility of endorsing costly therapies, supporters praised her openness and attempts to destigmatize medical procedures. Notwithstanding the criticism, Oprah's candor rekindled essential conversations around body image, health equality, and the changing field of medical developments in weight management. Contradicting her message of self-acceptance and wellness. Some of Oprah's fans felt that her use of Wegovy contradicted her previous lessons on self-acceptance and wellness. Considering her lengthy history of promoting health via body positivity and balanced living, some believed that her usage of prescription drugs ran counter to the message of acceptance and self-love she had continuously spread. Many have interpreted Oprah's usage of weight loss medication as part of her continuous personal battle against weight gain, since she's always been transparent about her issues with weight, diets, and the difficulties of leading a healthy lifestyle. Oprah responded to the worries by admitting that she struggled with her weight for a large portion of her life, much like those who need medicine for specific medical ailments. She stressed that, like any other prescription provided for chronic diseases, she did not see the pill as a quick cut, but rather as a tool to assist in managing her health. Oprah said her goal was to convey her personal experience rather than advertise the medicine to her viewers. She emphasized how crucial it is to base personal health choices on one's requirements, urging her followers to seek advice from medical experts and put their health ahead of social pressures or expectations. Might send a mixed message to the public. Critics, however, question the more severe implications of such a well-known individual promoting weight loss medications, since it may send contradictory messages to the public on body image, self-esteem, and the pressure to meet specific beauty standards. In the past, Oprah had approached weight reduction more comprehensively. Others, however, speculated that her use of the medication and her endorsement of other health items throughout the years represented a shift toward pharmacological treatments. Oprah's decision to utilize weight loss medications, like Wegovy, ultimately contributes to the complex narrative of her relationship with weight, health, and self-determination, which is constantly evolving as she balances her personal and professional lives. The Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls. Oprah Winfrey's dedication to education and the empowerment of young people, especially in Africa, is shown by the establishment of the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls, OWLAG, a residential school in South Africa in 2007. For Oprah, the school is much more than simply a place of learning. It symbolizes her goal to provide girls, often constrained by social, economic, and cultural restrictions, with more excellent options. Access to high-quality education is a significant obstacle for girls in many regions of Africa, and this directly affects their future. Oprah's profound awareness of these difficulties motivated her to establish an environment where girls might escape poverty by gaining leadership qualities and a top-notch education. Oprah has often said that her school background greatly influenced her success. She thinks that education can improve people's lives and change communities. Based on this, OWLAG was created due to Oprah's commitment to providing young girls with the resources they need to realize their most significant potential, irrespective of their circumstances. In addition to offering academic instruction, the school cultivates leadership, self-assurance, and social responsibility principles in the hopes that its graduates will hold significant leadership positions both within and outside their communities. Founding and Vision. The Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls, OWLAG, was founded due to a meeting Oprah Winfrey had with Nelson Mandela in the year 2000. Mandela underlined throughout their conversation the significance of tackling the difficulties South African women faced, since many of them were caught in poverty cycles and lacked access to high-quality education. His statements moved Oprah so much that she decided to do something about it. She assured Mandela that she would establish a school that would provide young women with a demanding but encouraging learning environment where they could reach their most significant potential and overcome the constraints placed on them by their situation. Construction on the school started in 2002 after Oprah pledged $40 million to finance it. From choosing the first group of students to creating the campus, she was actively engaged in every step of the process. Her goal was clear: to establish an environment enabling young girls to overcome obstacles and take on community leadership roles. The institution ensures that it serves people who may not otherwise have the opportunity to pursue a high-quality education by accepting students based on their academic performance and financial need. OWLAG, situated in Henley on Klip, south of Johannesburg, is a ray of hope for South African youth, giving them the means to change their lives. Curriculum and opportunities. OWLAG offers first-rate facilities, including dormitories, a library, research labs, and exercise centers. Academic achievement, leadership development, and social responsibility are all heavily emphasized in the curriculum. Students may participate in extracurricular activities, including sports, the arts, and community service projects. Oprah's vision for the school encompasses more than simply academics. She aspires to cultivate leaders who will transform their communities and the world. Every year, the school chooses 60 to 70 girls from hundreds of applicants, favoring those who have potential but want more support. Controversies and challenges. OWLAG has received criticism despite its noteworthy achievements. Shortly after the institution's opening in 2007, there were allegations of abuse by a dorm matron. Oprah took prompt action and traveled to South Africa to deal with the issue directly. She worked with local officials, went to press conferences, and apologized to the students and their families to get justice. The occasion highlighted the challenges of running a large school and Oprah's proactive leadership and commitment to student safety. Achievements. Many young women have graduated from the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls since its inception and have gone on to attend renowned colleges such as Harvard, Stanford, and Oxford. These successes demonstrate the transformational potential and possibilities of OWLAG's instruction. After achieving academic success, many of the Academy's alumni returned to South Africa to work in various professions, including commerce, law, medicine, and teaching. Their achievements serve as a testament to the school's overarching goal of developing leaders capable of bringing about constructive change, both within and outside their communities. OWLAG's influence goes far beyond the classroom. It now serves as an example of how education, support, and mentoring may enable young women to question social conventions and end the cycles of poverty that many experience. The Academy's alumni indicate that with the correct resources and chances, women can become effective social change agents who advance their nations. Without a doubt, OWLAG has shown that funding girls' education can result in long-lasting social change, making it a ray of hope. Legacy. One example of Oprah's strong confidence in the transforming potential of education is the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls. The school reflects her steadfast dedication to motivating people and establishing enduring possibilities for the next generation of leaders. To assist young women in reaching their full potential and overcoming the limitations of their situations, Oprah envisioned OWLAG as a supportive but demanding environment. Notwithstanding the difficulties that often come with such a bold endeavor, the school has prospered and is still a ray of hope for young ladies ready to follow their aspirations. OWLAG fosters the qualities of excellence, empowerment, and leadership that Oprah herself exemplifies. Therefore, its influence goes beyond academic success. The young women who graduate from the school become leaders in their areas, proving that education can mold people into capable change agents in their local communities and the wider globe. By doing this, the Academy pays tribute to Oprah's legacy and acts as a live example of her conviction that young women can lead, inspire, and change the world. The Maui Wildfire Relief Fund. Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson established the Maui Wildfire Relief Fund in response to the devastating wildfires that struck Maui, Hawaii in August 2023. Particularly in the town of Lahaina, hundreds of people lost their lives, a great deal of damage was done, and many more were displaced. The fund recognized the urgent need for assistance and aimed to assist those most affected financially. Creation of the fund. With a $10 million initial investment, Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson announced the People's Fund of Maui, opening in early September 2023. The fund aimed to ensure that funds would go to wildfire survivors immediately, particularly those who lost their homes or experienced severe damage. The fund's objective was to provide affected individuals $1,200 a month for an extended period to help them start over. Prioritizing individuals' financial freedom while meeting their immediate needs was the goal. Distribution and impact. The People's Fund of Maui was open to applicants who could prove they lived in the impacted areas of Kula or Lahaina. Proof of residency was required to ensure funds were dispersed to anyone affected or displaced by the catastrophe. Direct financial help was distributed in a different way than previous charity initiatives. The fund emphasized giving individuals and families the resources to decide how best to use the money for their unique situation rather than providing tangible presents or rebuilding infrastructure. Criticism of wealthy donors. Oprah and The Rock faced widespread criticism after announcing their $10 million combined donation to the Maui Wildlife Relief Fund, which was intended to aid victims of the devastating fires that ravaged the Hawaiian island in 2023. Critics pointed out that both celebrities have immense wealth. Their combined net worth was in the billions despite the amount of their contribution. Many questioned why, instead of funding a more significant portion of the project, they requested contributions from the general public. This reaction stemmed from the idea that such wealthy people could afford to make more substantial contributions without relying on donations from the broader public, many of whom could struggle financially. Notwithstanding its altruistic goals, several detractors said the move highlighted the disparity between the wealth of celebrities and the public's expectations of them. Misunderstanding of the fund's purpose. Despite the criticism, Winfrey and Johnson defended their approach, emphasizing the importance of collaboration and community involvement. They reiterated their determination to make sure the funds were appropriately distributed and the aid reached the needy. The controversy sparked more extended discussions on the dynamics of private versus public charity and the responsibilities of the wealthy during emergencies. Those who believed the fund depended solely on public donations should have recognized that the $10 million gave it a head start. This misunderstanding led to a reaction, particularly on social media, where accusations of tone deafness proliferated. Disbursement challenges. Even though Oprah and Johnson worked with local government officials and nonprofit organizations to speed up the process, real-world challenges, including managing the eligibility verification process and ensuring efficient distribution, occurred. Oprah's role in Maui. Oprah owns much real estate in Maui and has a long history there. She showed her commitment to the wildlife relief efforts by visiting shelters in person, providing supplies like beds and toiletries, and engaging with survivors. Despite her efforts, she also faced criticism for her property ownership, as some residents expressed concerns about the wealthy landowners on the island and their suspected role in gentrification. Future goals. The fund drew attention to Maui's issues, such as affordable housing and environmental vulnerabilities, and underlined the need for disaster aid that's realistic and survivor-focused. Despite the problems, many neighbors were grateful for the fund's quick response. Efforts were underway in late 2023 to raise funds and support. These addressed the long-term rehabilitation of Maui and fundamental issues including housing shortages and community resiliency. The fund also served as a potential model for similar programs in areas hit by natural disasters worldwide. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon